Good morning, day 89. It is July 4th, Independence Day, and I'm leaving the shelter back there. Yeah, it was a nice time last night. A lot of folks. I think I go down this way. So I'm planning a big day today, almost 25 miles, and it's supposed to be pretty rocky terrain. It's kind of a continuation of what I started getting into yesterday. So it's going to be a challenging day, but I would like to get into Port Clinton and stay at a pavilion at a church, a local church. Oh, by the way, the time is 5 till 8. Yep, there's a 1,200 mile mark. That's kind of artistically done. All right, slightly less than 1,000 miles to go. Well, here's a swimming hole that the guys at the 501 shelter were talking about. It's actually an impoundment or a dam for the village of Bethel for power generation back in the day. Nice. This is a site of a Fort Detrick Snyder during the French and Indian War. Somewhat interesting. Of course, there's no ruins or anything, but the trail, Appalachian Trail, came out right behind it. All right, I'm going to pass the Eagle's Nest Shelter. It's 0.3 miles away, and continue on here. Make sure I'm on the right trail. So I made it here in less than 5.5 hours, and it's 15.1 miles from the 501 shelter I stayed at last night. So that's a pretty good pace considering the trail's been alternately easy and just a pita, rocky. They're all kind of rocky trail. There's a little bit of rocks where you can kind of do that parkour, and skip over the tops, and it's kind of fun in a masochistic way. But man, it's the little rocks, softball to football size, that just your feet get trapped in and they just shred your shoes. There's a good amount of that here in Pennsylvania too. But I got less than 10 miles to go, about 9 miles to get to Port Clinton, and so far so good. Bye. Man, I just finished my primary descent down into Port Clinton, and Appalachian Trail continues behind me, but this is what I came down. I can't really capture in video, but God, that was steep. That was the most intense 1.5 miles I've ever done. But it continues along this river trail here. All right, I came out on the old railroad beds, reading a Northern Railroad, Port Clinton, Pennsylvania. And way up there you see the train station. There's some passenger cars. That's pretty cool. So apparently St. John's Church, which I passed coming up this street here, owns this property here across the street on both sides of the street. And I'm actually shooting this from the pavilion, but there's a hiker set up over there. Here's inside the pavilion. You saw it was raining. I got here just as the skies opened up and it started raining hard. It's let off now, but huge pavilion. So I'll be sleeping in here somewhere. Good morning, day 90. And I'm leaving the, I think it's St. John's Pavilion in Port Clinton. And it was a late night last night. People firing off fireworks. And there's actually some scary characters just up the road. I think the pavilion is at the end of the public road, and it turns into a private road. And there was some serious, I don't know if like Nazi trash or something, but they were very aggressive. when I went over just to congratulate them on a bonfire. They got very, very nasty. But I'm kind of anxious to get out of here. It's 7:35. I didn't eat breakfast. I think I'm going to go down to the McDonald's close to where we had dinner last night. Oh, last night we walked and hitched down to an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet. So that was good. There was 4 of us. Okay, it is noon, almost on the dot, and the real hiking is really just now beginning. I've only gone about half a mile just to get out to Highway 61 and Blue Mountain Road, where I hitched into McDonald's. I took my sweet old time there, eating a couple of sausage and egg biscuits, getting a senior coffee, and helping myself to the iced tea repeatedly while charging my phone. So I was a little worried it wouldn't make it to the next charge opportunity, which may be 4 days down the road. So I managed to get it 88% charged, which is good enough. Yeah, it was pretty dead. And managed to load up a couple of videos. You're welcome, guys. As well as just an Instagram feed of photos from yesterday coming into Port Clinton. So back on trail. This first section is going to be as steep and uphill as it was a steep and downhill coming into town yesterday. And I'm already breathing hard. All right, so I finished the climb. It wasn't so bad. A couple of locals at the top, they said the trail from here on out wasn't quite as bad as maybe I had been led to believe. And so far it's not too awfully bad. It's not great, but the good news is I didn't restart after McDonald's. I didn't restart at noon like I think I said. It was actually 11. So that's good, because otherwise I'd be getting at this shelter, Eckhart shelter, a little late. It only holds 6 people, and it's a desirable shelter because it's kind of similar to the 501 shelter in that it has a caretaker, a solar shower, and a spigot. So it has some nice amenities there that I want to take advantage of. Plus, at this point, you know, the distance is right. 15-mile day is all I can hope for. But I shouldn't get there now. At worst, assuming a 2.5 mile an hour pace. What? 4 o'clock? 5 o'clock? So, yeah, so somewhere between 4 and 5, I think. All right, see you there. All right, I finished a fairly intense climb to get here to Pulpit Rock, which is pretty popular with the locals. But let's hop up here and get a vista view here. Oh yeah, so nice view. That, my friends, is the AT. This is an area known as a Pinnacle. Not sure what that's about. This is not it. Not sure what that big pile of rock is about. It's on up this way, 50 meters on a Blue Blaze trail. Let's check it out. All right, so this is the Pinnacle here. Just another rock outcropping and overlook. Oh yeah, sweet. That's very nice. Boy, what a weird section of trail this is here in Pennsylvania. So the same section where I have this massive jumble of rocks of all sizes and shapes is also then followed by miles, it seems like, of this kind of trail. It's like a wagon road, but it's foot traffic only. It's wide and well groomed, easy walking, very picturesque. It's a creek flowing down there. But I am getting fairly close to the Eckhart shelter. I missed the Windsor furnace shelter. There wasn't even a sign for it that I saw. So that was a shelter that I was passing anyhow, but it was supposedly close to the trail. I would like to have gone in and signed the logbook, but oh well. All right, so I came out on Hard Mountain Road and walked down a little bit, and I saw Gab, or AKA Click, and she was with some friends. But here I think is the Eckville shelter. I had to walk a couple of tenths of a mile down, and I'm assuming it's where the caretaker lives. And there's it says Summer Privy. I'm not sure where the. Oh, there's the shelter right there. Cool. That is awesome. Oh, this is going to be nice. Oh, good. They got a charge station. This is going to be sweet. I love it. So I'm going to do a quick little video clip here just showing the inside of this shelter. So that's my bunk there. And there's a total of 6. And that's it. But so far, I'll be sharing the shelter with Hatch. And that's all that's here as of 7:30. This is Wagner von Bunderweg. Guten Nacht.